What's up, troopers? This is probably going to be our last video before Christmas, as I'm going to be taking some time off. I've been extremely grinding this game, and we've been doing daily streams ever since it came out. I'm really proud of myself of how many streams I've been doing, even the consistent of content. We've been doing nearly daily or every other day, but we've been doing daily shorts, what I've been really proud of. The channel has been doing really well, so I'm extremely grateful for everyone being part of it. But man, what a crazy ride. I thought this would probably be a good time to look back at Battlefield and just see how we truly got to this place right now. And actually have that discussion about how this game is turning out, why the player count is going down, and so much more. Obviously, I don't need to give you the whole song and dance about the history of Battlefield, but the reality is we have been waiting a very long time. If you guys ever played the previous Battlefield, then you know that Battlefield 6 was the make or break. This was the game for everything. It really was. For 4 years of 2042, it was a struggle. And that wasn't just because of content-wise, it was just so much. And Battlefield 6 was really that make or break. They had to make a good game. And with the launch, when it came to the beta, I think everyone was truly experiencing it and having a good time. And I honestly felt like, even to this day, I still feel like the beta was probably the best experience for Battlefield 6. Can't really put my finger on it what Battlefield 6 beta was so good compared to the launch version. I do feel like probably a lot of it was because of movement change, and we only had 3 maps, so there was only so much you could do when it came to Liberation Peak, when it came to vehicle gameplay. But then once the game truly came out, of course Battlefield had a lot to do, and that's the thing with Battlefield. Battlefield never has been released with a smooth fashion. It never has. It's always been a time where the game comes out or an update comes out, and of course something has to break. But I did feel like that Battlefield 6 probably had one of the smoothest launches. I still believe that Battlefield 1 was probably the best launch so far, but it was really up there. It didn't feel like this game was going to just completely flop from the get-go. At the start, a bunch of people saying to me, hey, this is broken, this is what's wrong. And my saying from this was just wait, because this game was so new, just give them some time. But I do feel like time has already hit, the honeymoon stage is completely over, and that is the thing, how is Battlefield 6 right now? Troopers, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to leave a like, as I would really appreciate it, and subscribe if you're brand new so you can keep up to date with all the content over here. We live stream on Twitch and YouTube basically every day, so feel free to stop by just in case you guys need some tips, or you need to get a quick snapshot of a weapon build I'm using. I'm happy to help you. I think for the launch of the season 1 was a rocky start. I've got to be honest with you, I feel like it was a bit of a rocky start. The first map we got was Blackwell. I don't think many people was a big fan of it. I really wasn't. I do feel like that map has a lot of issues. Of course, with the launch of the game, I was still enjoying it, and then launch with the season, there was just a lot to do. I can go and use the new SOR carbine. For me, I didn't need to play the new map. I was having fun just playing the regular ones. And then of course we had Eastwood, and I think that was probably the best part of Battlefield 6 was when Eastwood came out, because it was a really good map. And it also offered the free-to-play experience as well for a bunch of you guys, so you could play this game for completely free. And then we recently just got to the point where we got our snow version of the Empire State map. But how has this ride turned out? Of course we have had a bunch of updates for this game. I can't remember how many we have exactly had, but we have definitely had quite a few. Has everything gone smoothly? No, not exactly. But have they fixed certain things? Yes, I do believe they have. One of the biggest things I feel like what they have fixed is the audio. Of course, it still needs a little bit more fine-tuned, but I do feel like the audio is at a really good place right now. But there is a lot of things what they are still missing. When it comes to vehicle play, they need to tweak and improve that, as it's really annoying to have an AA tank sat in the back of their spawn, and they can take you across the map. But then if you go and shoot a missile, there's nothing you can do, because he's at the back of the spawn, protected by his AA gunner. So really, the only thing you can do is play as an engineer, push it, and try to take him down. But that's pretty difficult because it's their spawn. So it depends on how far he's at the back, because you can get to their spawn location, but where the vehicle is, he could be out of bounds, and there's nothing you can really do. I do feel like there needs to be some tweaks and improvements for vehicle side, but I'm also not a vehicle player, so I do feel like more people can dip into that more than me. So you guys let me know what you feel like with the vehicle play. I do believe with the updates for Battlefield 6 right now, I think they are going at a good pace. I think what they're doing is pretty good. but I do believe that there's certain things they need to look at importancy over other stuff as well, because other fixes are not as big of a deal, but then there's other things what need to be really improved. I feel like the hit reg is definitely one of them top targets right now, and the visibility. The visibility slightly improved, but it definitely needs more tweaking. I feel like the brightness and just overall increase of it was about 15%, but I truly believe it needs to be more. The hit reg is definitely tough. What was really scratching my head, because the recent update what we had was supposed to fix hit reg. And when that update did come out, it felt really good. I wasn't really getting any server issues, everything felt great, but over time it started getting bad again. And I don't understand why. Is that a server problem? What exactly is going on? As I said in a recent video about the Portal side, they have already spoke about this, and they are aware that they're not doing too much when it comes to Portal, and they need to. I'm glad that they owned up from the mistakes, as Portal definitely needs more love, because I feel like that's a great opportunity was completely missed. I can't stress out enough how good Portal really can be. These custom maps where you don't need to always keep playing Conquest, you can play some fun modes like Climb Chaos or golf carts versus RPGs. There's so many cool modes you can truly play. But I also want to see a full customized map from a reimagined Battlefield map or just their own experience. But as soon as you click on the Portal, the first thing you see is a bunch of boost servers. That needs to be changed and improved because Portal needs to get that icing on the cake. I truly do believe that Portal is a main part of Battlefield 6, and I feel like if they don't get that sorted, then it's going to be a bumpy road for them. But Battlefield 6 currently right now is losing players, and that's what we're talking about today. Exactly why is it losing players? Is it not enough content? Is it not enough of the fixing of the main things? Or are you just truly getting bored of it? As I said earlier on in the video, the honeymoon stage is completely done. I've been enjoying this game ever since, but it has got to a point now where I'm like, man, I just need to take a little bit of a break. And that's what I'm going to be doing around the Christmas holidays. As Battlefield is not really going to be doing that much. In their recent blog post, they said they're going to be taking their own holiday break. And of course, so they should. Everyone deserves a break. But Battlefield 6, there's nothing going to be going on for the game so far until Season 2. But is that why we're losing players? Because the game's not updating fast enough? Or is it because we're not getting content fast enough? Some people say to me is they want more Battlefield, they want bigger maps. But then when I go and try to play like bigger maps of the custom Portal ones, I play them huge maps and everything just feels like a ghost town. There's not a correct flow. So I don't exactly know how they're going to work with some big maps. But I definitely do feel like that is something what's missing. I know that we're going to be getting Navy Warfare. We surely should be, right? It is a guess, it's not a guarantee. But with how many of you guys have been saying about Navy Warfare, but there's no way that DICE can turn a blind eye from that. But I want you troopers to let me know in the comment section below, what do you think is going on with Battlefield? Do you think it's just calming down because it's the Christmas time? Or do you think there's because it's bigger competition? We got Arc Raiders, we got Call of Duty? Or is it because the honeymoon stage has ended and you're just not enjoying it as much? It's not as fresh as it was at the start. You troopers let me know in the comment section below. Personally for me, I am really enjoying this game, and I am still on the fence when it comes to the updates. Of course, I would like to see these updates for this game, but I don't feel like it's ruining my experience unless there's something game breaking. My biggest game breaking point when it comes to Battlefield 6 is content. As long as they can keep a good flow of content, it will keep me a good flow for Battlefield 6. And that's why I'm hoping that January is going to be Season 2. So troopers, you let me know all the juicy stuff in the comment section below. Thank you very much for listening to me talk. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new. And I'll see you on the battlefield.